Alright, so here's question 1 from the test. It was a question about sunflowers. So let's go ahead and draw our sunflower. Might give us a bit of context, right? There's the ground, and here's our beautiful bright red sunflower. And we're going to put the height on here. I think it says it's 90 centimeters. Right? Now, here's the key thing. After 1 week, right, it's grown. And it's grown by 6 centimeters, I think it says, right? Can we see that there? 90 centimeters to start with, and it grows at 6 centimeters per week. So look, after 1 week, this is the number of weeks here. After 1 week, we're at 96, right? So this technically is week 0. So you see what's happening now, right? After 2 weeks, it's going to be 102. So it keeps going by 6 centimeters. Now, if we draw kind of a little dash, and if this is the sunflower itself, it's going to have, can you see, it's going to have actually 15 weeks of growth. So this is going to be 15 weeks times 6 centimeters per week. So can you see how we construct the final height? It's 90, the start, plus 15. Now some of you actually put 14 here, the n minus 1. If you're going to go for the arithmetic formula, look, here's u1, alright? So that was the mistake that some people made. U1 here was 96, and the D was equal to the 6, and sure, n equals 15. And if you wanted to do U of 15 equals U1 plus n minus 1 times by D, you would actually get the same answer as this. Now that's obviously, I think the visual helps there. But the way we've constructed that formula helps us with the formula, because look, the height after 15 weeks, that's h of t, that's equal to the starting height, the 90, plus the 15 weeks times the 6 centimeters per week. Now all we have to do is take that formula and now delete the 15. Instead of 15, we're going to replace with t, because t is the number of weeks. And can you see what else we're going to replace? Yeah, we're going to replace the 15 here. That is going to be t. So you've now got the formula that you need. The height of the sunflower after t weeks is equal to 90 plus 6t, or I think the question wants it as 6t plus 90. Okay, part C was maybe the hardest one, so rearrangement. Now, what we have here is what's called functional notation, right? And it's a little bit annoying when you want to try and rearrange it, because functional notation isn't so good to rearrange. So why not just change it to h, the height, equals 6 times t plus 90. And now we're just going to have to balance this. We subtract 90 from both sides first. Okay. Because this will cancel out here. And then look, what do we do next? We divide both sides by 6. Divide both sides by 6. And what we'll have, of course, is h minus 90 divided by 6 equals to t. And you can write it the other way around. T is equal to h minus 90 divided by 6. Now that actually could help us with the last part. Alright, the last part, let me see if I can just add a little page in here and a little page after. That will be okay. And well, it's the same page, but that's okay. So the last part is asking us to, given that the maximum height is 3 meters, so 3 meters is 300 centimeters, right? So now we can do one of two things for part D. We need to find t given h equals 300, right? Now we can go back to the original equation. Now, of course, you can only do this if you have the correct equation. so that's quite annoying, obviously. So here's the equation we're dealing with, right? Height is 90 plus 60, but notice we've also got this rearranged here. Now it's probably safer to go for the original equation, because there's an extra chance that if you rearrange to give this one, you might have made an error. So let's go for the original equation in B here, right? So let's go and write that down. We have h of t, the height, equals 90 plus 60, but we want to replace the height with 300. So you just replace all of this. The height at a certain time is 300, so we've just got to solve 300 equals 90 plus 6t. Now, of course, there's a nice algebra way to solve it, but if you're really struggling and you have a brain failure, then it's okay to switch the calculator, menu, algebra, numerical solve, then we just type in the equation, right? 300, I can see it on my screen now, 300 equals 90 plus 6t, and then we have to comma t, and we get 35. So let's go back to our iPad, and we have finally t equals 35 weeks. Now this question was worded a little bit naughtily, to be honest with you, because look, what it actually tells you is it says write down the range of t. Now that's a bit naughty, because when we draw in our graph, time would be here, and up here would be height, right? Now we usually associate the words domain here and range here. So you can see when they're saying the range of t, well, it would usually say domain of t, right? So they're using this word range in just an English sense of the word, rather than the math sense of the word. So it's a little bit naughty, but our final answer for this question, the way the question was intended, is that t is going to be less than or equal to 35, but greater than or equal to 0 weeks, right? Because that was when time started at the 90 centimeters.